Mother's out of control, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's a Jersey woman. She has an English accent for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Now she got it. She smoked so much that she would choke on the cigarette smoke, and that's how she got the English accent. You ever hear people who smoke when they're choking? And it's like, what's going on? What's the deal over here? What's going on? And that's my mother. So even though we grew up poor because of my mother's accent, I thought we were wealthy. Because the English accent makes everything sound better, doesn't it? We'd wake up in the morning at my house, and my mother's like, "Good morning, children! Are the welfare checks in? They are excellent! Pull the pinto around front! We're going for a jaunt!" Like, "Mother, are we going to the park?" "What are you, an idiot? We live in the park!" "We're going for Budweiser! Marlboros and Fritos! We're gonna have a white trash continental breakfast! Huzzah!" She's out of control, this woman. I'm not gonna lie to you. She runs out of gas. You ever have somebody run out of gas on you and you gotta go pick them up? Isn't that the worst? My mother's like, "Come and get me, I've run out of gas." I'm like, "Mom, how do you run out of gas?" "When I raise a moron, the gauge was on E, and I went further." "Now come and get your mother. I'm inside the Willie Starlight Bar and Grill. It's happy. I'm getting happy." I go to pick her up. You know what she's doing? You know what she's doing? She's dancing on the bar, doing shots, smoking cigars. I'm like, "Mom, you are a grown woman. You're supposed to be an example to us children." "Oh, look who's chastising me. I will not be chastised by a child born out of wedlock." 3 people? That was it? That was it? Just 3 people? Actually, my mother and father were not married when I was born, which is not uncommon, but they had me in a Catholic hospital. We have Catholics here tonight? Catholics? You got some Catholics? Yeah, so you know the Catholic religion, right? The Catholics don't like that. The hospital made it very uncomfortable for people who came to visit me. "Oh, you're here to see the Watson bastard." "Well, he's in the basement. We figure he's going to hell. We're giving him a head start. Welcome to St. Joseph's." They wanted to leave the word bastard on my birth certificate. My mother's like, "We're not naming him after his father." My father was a bastard, man. My father was a drug addict, alcoholic, and a sex addict. My father is the original XXX. My mother wanted to make my father go to Sex Addicts Anonymous. Now, is this a good idea? To put people who are addicted to sex all in the same room? That's an orgy. Isn't that an orgy, people? Right? It's an orgy, isn't it? My father be getting ready for these meetings. He's got a suit on. He's got cologne on. Like, "Daddy, where are you going all dressed up, smelling good? Where are you going?" "I'm going to a meeting." "Don't wait up. And give me the whipped cream." "Is there going to be pie?" "If it's a good meeting, there'll be some pie." He was, man. First time I ever saw my father doing drugs, I was like, I don't know, 7 years old. I go down to the unfinished basement, would make sense, because what junkie do you know that has a finished basement? Unless they're a speed freak, then they're a building shed, which is nice. Oh, we'll get a ping pong table. Dad's high. This is great. So I went down to the unfinished basement. I see my father. He's shooting a needle into my Uncle Tommy's arm. So at first I was excited. I'm like, "Wow, my daddy's a doctor." Then my Uncle Tommy fell on the floor. I'm like, "Well, my daddy's not a good doctor." Looks like we're moving again. It's out of control, my father. My father was the type of guy to drink. You ever see somebody going to the convenience store and they buy 1 can of beer? You ever see that? That was my father. You go to the convenience store, buy 1 can of beer. Anybody buying 1 can of beer, they are drinking and driving. You don't buy 1 can of beer to take it home to drink it. You drink it in the car on the way to home. There should be a label on the back of that can that just says, "Buckle up." You know? That's what she said. I was my father's drinking buddy. Age 5, I used to drink with my father. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that terrible? Age 5, isn't that horrible? And he would treat me like a drinking buddy, which is terrible. You can't treat your kid like a drinking buddy, because when you got drinking buddies, especially guys, right, we tell stories, we share stories with each other, right? Like, give the I love yous and everything, all drunk. My father would come home with, Johnny, I gotta tell you something right now. Work sucks. I hate your mother. I hate you kids. I gotta get the hell out of here. And I'm 5 years old, right? What am I gonna say? Yeah, I know what you mean, Dad. Kindergarten blows. They let me color today, it's bullshit. I gotta go to bed, I got show and tell tomorrow. Like, come on back, have another drink, you're sleeping off during nap time. Terrible. So I got a brother who my mother likes better because he's on steroids. Isn't that terrible? My brother's on steroids, my mother loves him more. She wants me to get on steroids. Like, oh my God, why don't you get on steroids like your brother? Get on the juice! Look at your brother's abs, they're delicious! Like, Mom, steroids make you angry and violent. Shut up! Or I punch you in the face! It's out of control, this woman. She really is. I don't drink that much. When I drink, I gotta get drunk. Anybody else like that? No? Somebody else? Such a giving crowd tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Oh, you're like the same with the girl who hates Iowa. Okay, that's great. I'm like that too. I don't drink to social drink. I drink to get drunk. And when I'm drunk, I gotta dance. Anybody else like to dance when they're drunk? You like to dance? I love to dance. But here's the problem. I'm so drunk, none of you women ever want to dance with me. I don't care though. I'll still dance up to you all drunk, like, what's up, girl? You want to dance? She's like, no. So I'll dance over to her friend. Hey, second choice. You want to dance? She's like, no. I'm like, well, why won't you girls dance with me? Because we're at the zoo, that's why. Whatever. I'm going to dance with that hairy girl by the cage over there. She's throwing around the tire. I like my women strong. I've never done a drug either. I don't do like smoke weed or anything like that. I don't, man. I don't like, here's the thing. I don't want to do a drug that's going to make me hungry. You know what I'm saying? If I do a drug, I want to do like hallucinogens. I want to see shit. Even if it's a hamburger coming at me, I want to see it. You know? I like hanging out with people who smoke weed because they all sound like old blues singers, don't they? You hear them sing? They go high, they go, you got to try, it's the best I've ever tried in my life, you got to do it. Give me a beat. All right, that was the weed joke. So we got couples here tonight. You can eat, sir. I was just kidding. You're not full, are you full? Get the hell out of here. You're full? You saving room for dessert? You got dessert coming? Yeah, the whole thing. I love you. You're exciting. It's a great appetite. You guys are obviously married? Married? No? Something going on in this relationship right here? Should we know about? Are you with them too, miss? Are you with them too? So, and you're married to him? So, are you backup? Are you backup? She fucks up, you slide over? Is that how that works? All right. I don't know what's going on at this table, but I'm going to assume it's not good. That's all I'm going to assume. So, you guys are married, though? You're married? Yeah. You're married. Well, you look like you're about to beat the shit out of me. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm out of here. Sir, if you look like you hit a woman, so if she leaves you, attack her. Look like you won't put up with it. No, I'm kidding with you. You shouldn't hit a woman. You shouldn't. Right? You shouldn't. Fuck, it'd be nice to once in a while, though. It'd be nice to just fucking strangle. I'm talking about my ex. That's why I keep flashing in my head. Every time I think about it, it's like her face with my hands around her neck. I don't know why I said that. It's not true. I am getting divorced, though. I am getting divorced. I don't know if there's any single women out here, but I'm getting divorced. Learned a lot about marriage. I really did. Here's what I learned. If I ever get married again, I'm going to marry a woman who's already been married. You know why? Because I need a house. I'm down a house. I need to even up, is what I'm saying, folks. Right now, there's some guy living in my house. Isn't that terrible? Some guy's living in my house, using all the shit I had to leave behind by law. I don't want to leave behind my sports car. They made me. He's driving it around town, right? That's how it goes as a guy, though, right? A lot of times you'll remarry somebody else's ex-wife. You move into his house, start using all that guy's shit. Another guy moves to another guy's house, starts using all that guy's shit. Another guy moves to another guy's house, starts using all that guy's shit. You know what divorce for guys is? It's just guys swapping shit. That's all it is. That's why you have to be nice to your ex-wife's new guy, because if you do, eventually you might get to visit your old shit. Like, Johnny, remember this? Like, oh my God, it's my boat! It's my boat now, but I'll let you steer. Well, thank you, Eric. I always say Eric because it sounds like a douchey name. Doesn't it, Eric? Especially with the K at the end, right? The K? The K's are the big douches. The K's, it's the Swedish Erics. Not the good ones. Not the good, with the C, American Erics, with the C at the end. You got those K's. The cock. It stands for the K. It's a big K-O-C-K. Double K. I don't know what I'm saying. This is a good-looking crowd. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice that there's no ugly people here tonight? Isn't that great? Isn't it great when ugly people stay home and you're out? Fucking walk around with those ugly faces. You ever have like a good-looking day and then someone ugly fucks it up? You ever have that happen? Just walking around having a good-looking day, there's some ugly person. Hey, what time is it? It's time for you to get back in the cave. That's what time it is. Ugly. You ugly person. With their ugly kids. There's a lot of ugly kids. I used to be a baby photographer. So I know. Ugly kids are out there. They exist. You know what I'm saying? If you have an ugly kid, don't take your kid to a baby photographer either. Take them to the carnival. Get some sketches done. That's what you should do, right? I mean, what do they expect? You're not going to make their kid look any better. It's a camera, not Disney's magic mirror on the wall. Let's be honest. You know? I gave this lady back her pictures once. She got all pissed at me. She's like, look what you did to my kid. Look what you did to my kid. I'm like, look what I did to your kid. Look what you did to your kid. You got the DNA. I got a Nikon. Ugly in, ugly out. If I ever have a kid, right? I hope he's good. I hope I could be honest. Like, if he's ugly, be like, is that him? Woo! You better learn how to fight. Here's some shit coming your way, ugly baby. Get those ugly dukes up. Get them up! Ooh.